NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From State Farm Arena, tonight it's the Atlanta Hawks taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. Philadelphia begins the game with the basketball. Sixers finally break through. 52 wins last year. But, Jay, where do they factor in a top-heavy Atlantic division?
I still see this team finishing on the outside looking in. What I mean by outside is the 2 or 3 spot. I think this is Boston's division to lose, Boston's conference to lose. But still, the question marks with Toronto. Kawhi Leonard doesn't really want to be there, changing up their coach. What's going on with that franchise? And the question mark still is around Ben Simmons and his ability to shoot the ball down the stretch.
Lets it fly from long range. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Ben Simmons with the rock. Yes, it drops. A little drama on that one.
Okay, I saw a little bit of a handle there. But let's see if that confidence is still there down the stretch.
Got it.
There you go. I like seeing the scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Into front court comes Simmons. Looking to make something happen. Five on the shot clock for Philadelphia. Fires the three. He'll take that any day.
The post-shot confidence is everything. He's still running down the court, holding his extension.
Trae Young. Nothing going here on that drive. Joel Embiid with the block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Jay, it's a huge question in Philadelphia. What can Markelle Fultz be in his second NBA season?
He could be a former #1 pick in the NBA draft. He can still be a star. I don't think any of his shooting woes had to do with that shoulder injury last season. It was mental. It was the yips. He's been getting reps this entire summer with that form, with that rhythm. And if he keeps shooting the ball the way I've seen him shoot out in California, this kid could be a star next year.
Inside, he scores.
Everybody in the building, including myself, thought that pass was going somewhere else. Fool me once? Okay, but you're definitely not fooling me twice.
Not that time. Knocked loose. Hawks come up with it.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
4-3. He made his first effort, but not that time. Sixers have the basketball. Simmons. Hawks have the board. Trae Young to Kevin Huerter. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Trae Young. Dwayne Dedmon rocking the rim.
Tie ball game so far. Neither one of these teams really able to pull ahead. Might be time to put the bench players in the game, and let's see who could differentiate themselves.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Substitutions at left.
Markelle Fultz. From long range. No good. It's the Hawks with the basketball. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
I tell you, he's so special, Ed. He makes the game look easy.
A lot of hard work to make it look easy. The drive, right to the basket. Markelle Fultz. Good start. He's made his first shot.
I 100% guarantee you that was not the play call, but a bucket is a bucket.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Trae Young bothered just enough there.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Fultz into the front court. All tied up, 13 apiece. Trae Young. Amir Johnson. Huge block. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
That misses with 2 seconds to go. And it won't be close as time expires here in the first quarter. One quarter in the books. This has the potential to be a good one.
I really like what I'm seeing. Both teams look engaged. There's some trash talking going on the court. I think this has the making to be a big-time game.
And they call the foul. Careful there, Jay.
A simple touch foul.
Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Lin buries it on the catch and shoot.
Defense, do the math. You force them to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
Jay, what's the next step for Ben Simmons?
MVP, Ed. To win the MVP. But perception is reality. And I've been hearing this stuff from a lot of people who have been watching Ben Simmons show out this past summer on IG. One will perceive that Ben Simmons has already won a championship when that has not been the case. Ben Simmons needs to get back to the lab, stay in the gym, continue to work on that jump shot, because this is still a team that lost 1-4 to the Celtics without Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward.
Goes to the right side. Gets a look. Can't hit. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
Ben Simmons sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Markelle Fultz. He's 2 for 2 now.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Hawks with the basketball. To Jeremy Lin. Gets to the basket and scores.
Ed, did you see what this pass just did? Now it encourages his teammates to move with more sense of urgency because they understand that next time down the court, they might be on the receiving end of that pass.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Trae Young. Here's a chance from long range. Not that time. He misses. To Simmons. Oh, Ben Simmons, 2-4 now.
You know, I'm going to say something that people probably won't like, but guess what? I don't care. I'm already crowning Ben Simmons as a top 5 playmaker in the league. His first true season, he had 18 points, 8 assists, and 8 rebounds. He could finish around the rim and make everybody else around him look great. There's no doubt about it. He has all the ingredients to be the heir to the throne.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Lynn. Nice pass to set things up. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Dwayne Dedmon at the line. First try, no good. No good. Missed them both. McConnell. And count the basket.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Curling inside. Lynn. Ball's loose. Look at him on the deck. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Markelle Fultz. Substitution being made in this one. Off the assist.
I wasn't necessarily sure which way that PNR was going, but I guess neither was the defense. That makes 2 of us.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Fultz to Simmons. Going to launch beyond the arc. Prince there for the rebound. Easy path to the rim.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
Ben Simmons. 3 for 6 now.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
Simmons with it. They're down 3. It goes down.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Nothing going here on that drive. And the basket good at the rim.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. McConnell.
Number 3.
And a nice finish at the rim.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Free throw good. A 3-point play as they move in front here just before the break. Shot from the lane won't go. From 18 feet at the buzzer. Time expires to end the first half. The Hawks with the lead.
Thanks, fellas. Jalen here with your halftime report. The Hawks are in a tight battle after 2 quarters. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Atlanta Hawks. The 76ers are still very much in this matchup. And these guys have every reason to feel good about how they scored effectively in that opening half. Great offensive display. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Game track. Bench points.
What I found interesting about that half of basketball is how the momentum stayed high even when the substitutions started coming into the game. These guys coming off the bench, from both benches actually, are doing a great job of making positive contributions.
Player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. Here we go with the top 3 plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Hawks coming off a 24-win season, Jay, but not 1, not 2, but 3 first-round draft picks.
Yeah, they got a big-time shooter in Kevin Huerter from Maryland. They got Omari Spellman, who won a national championship with Villanova, highly utilized in pick and pop. And then they got a very polarizing pick in Trae Young, who set college basketball on fire, one of the most gifted scorers you have in this draft.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Dario Saric sends it away, and he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards. as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
To Kevin Huerter. Beyond the arc for 3. If he's hitting shots, it could be a long night.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
And the reward, he's going to the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Ben Simmons at the line. First free throw is good. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Hawks have it. Trae Young to Kevin Huerter. Screen coming. And the rebound taken by Chandler. Redick with it. The deficit is 6. Inside, he scores.
What a pass. I have no clue how that ball even made it through the traffic.
Trae Young. Here comes the screen. To Trae Young. For 3. Trae Young able to knock it down. Tough shot with the hand in his face.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving three-point shooters open on the perimeter.
Oh, Ben Simmons. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
This guy has posted 12 triple-doubles in his first full rookie year. That's his second most by any rookie in NBA history while leading his team to the Eastern Conference Finals. But how about this? When's the last time we said the most effective player maybe in the league has a glaring weakness? He was 0 of 11 from the three-point line for the entire year, did not make one three-point shot. And how about free throws? He shot 56% from the free throw line. You know who shot better? Dwight Howard and DeAndre Jordan. But with all that being said, this young man still finds himself in a position to be one of the most dominant players in NBA history.
Here's Atlanta.
Hands up. I got this now. Let's go.
Trae Young to Kevin Huerter. Fires the 3. Embiid with the board. To Simmons. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Trae Young. Short jumper won't fall.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit him.
Lets it fly from long range. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. To Trae Young. Fires the 3. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Sixers controlling. Simmons. Not going down here. The follow won't go either. On the follow. Way to stay with it. Now the Hawks coach going to call a timeout as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game. Jay, it wasn't that long ago. Atlanta won 60 games. Right now, what's the outlook for this franchise?
Well, the general manager, Travis Slank, has done a really good job in trying to build the culture, the right culture for the Atlanta Hawks. And that starts with their head coach in Lloyd Pierce. He got him as an assistant coach with the Philadelphia 76ers, and now he can also steal that tagline for the Hawks. It's time to trust the process all over again, but now in Atlanta, Georgia.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Lynn to Kevin Huerter. Gets a look. Can't hit.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Ben Simmons at the line for a chance at a three-point play, shooting 75% so far tonight. The free throw, good. Caps off the three-point play. The lead is 4. Here's Atlanta with the basketball.
Lock up. Here he comes. Here coming left.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Jeremy Lin trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. Free throw's good to cement the three-point play. The lead is back down to 1. Simmons with it. Less than a minute to go in this third quarter. 4-3. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
And hits the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. It's Atlanta ball. Lynn to Kevin Huerter. Takes stock of the floor. Layup's good. That's as high percentage as it gets.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Simmons gets it in the left corner. From long range, that's off the side of the rim, short. Joel Embiid. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
There's the buzzer. 3 quarters complete. The 76ers have the lead. This has been a battle thus far. A 1-point game as we get things back going here in the fourth. Sixers have the basketball. Markelle Fultz lets it fly from beyond the arc. And it's the big man, Len, with the rebound. Has a look. Here's the step back.
That one year he played at Oklahoma, The first half of the season, everybody was claiming him, including myself, as the National Player of the Year. And then after he became the main point of focus for other teams, you started to see diminishing returns. His game started to get a little bit sloppy. He was a volume shooter. So now I think he has to be more sharp, more in tune with how his team plays, and throw himself into what the team is doing first. He's a better passer than what he gives credit for. If he's able to pass and get other people involved, inevitably his shot will come around.
Trae Young to Ken Bazemore.
What's good?
Over to the right side. Baseline drive. Joel Embiid rejects it.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
That's off the side of the rim, no good. Around the perimeter. Trae Young to Ken Bazemore. Here's a chance from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough two rather than an easy three.
Now a steal by Atlanta.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
Well, a couple of things. Number one, his range is as soon as he steps over the half-court line. He can shoot the ball from that far and will shoot the ball from that far, which goes to show you how confident he is. Secondly, he never seems to be squared up towards the basket. He can make shots off different angles, and he's able to take the ball and put it into pockets where as a defender, it makes you lunge towards it. But his quick hand speed combined with that quick release and his ability to shoot the ball from anywhere and everywhere on the court makes him one of the most dynamic scorers we've seen on the collegiate level for a very long time.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Markelle Fultz at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 47% free throw shooter. And he missed the free throw. Lin with it. Leads three. Jeremy Lin looking good. 4 for 5.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
To Fultz.
Oh! Out there looking like the Dikembe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. He's not known for that. Markelle Fultz, the former #1 pick, hits a tough shot.
Well, easy difference there. In the first half, the offense allowed the defense to settle into their half-court sets defensively, and that's why the shots were all contested. But now, since they picked up the pace of the game, they're getting a lot more action out of transition threes.
McConnell. Short jumper won't go down. To Fultz. Markelle Fultz. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
Look at that. Calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
It's the Hawks with the basketball.
Hey, big screen right there, big
Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, short. To Embiid. Nothing going here on that drive. McConnell. Lynn with it. All tied up. Just underway in this fourth quarter. Now a pass stolen by the Sixers.
That's the kind of break they're looking for. I bet you they attack in transition.
To Lynn. Nice pass to set things up.
You know, he may not show up in your feed all the time with the crazy highlights, but he's one of the most underrated creative shot makers we have in this game.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia. That's going to be their second of the final 3 minutes. No more the rest of the way. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. To Fultz.
Stepping in for Atlanta, number 11.
Almost, but no good.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
Fultz to Embiid. Dwayne Dedmon snatching it out of the air. That's his first of the game. Hawks with the basketball. Trae Young. Inside, he scores.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up.
I got him. Here we go.
The Hawks are victorious as they take care of business at home. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Hawks finished with a narrow victory on the scoreboard.
And it's always great to watch a team with such an unselfish approach to the game. Plenty of assists were delivered throughout this contest.
What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Atlanta Hawks. The 76ers must be devastated after such a close loss. Chemistry was clearly not the issue today because they were definitely sharing the ball well. Still, everyone knows they'd rather be sharing the joy of a victory. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Game track. Field goals.
Neither of these teams were able to make much of an impact on defense. As you can see here, they were each pretty successful with some efficient scoring.
player of the game. Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Here are the top plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
And here we've got the remaining games. And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.